This is a story about you.
This is your story. It's our story.
It's a story about a fund.
The Environment Fund.
It's about core resources.
Core, like the Earth's core.
No core, no earth.
And like any story, it has its ups and downs.
Let's start by setting the scene.
Core financial resources are decreasing everywhere. We're seeing this across the board. It's not unique to UN Environment or even the UN for that matter.
But it's thanks to the Environment Fund, our core fund, that we've been able to deliver.
And it's thanks to the Environment Fund that we've been able to attract other funding sources.
Significant other funding sources.
But here's the irony. As our extra budgetary resources are going up, our Environment Fund, our core resources are going down.
This is our current paradox of success.
Every dollar of the Environment Fund has attracted $3.50 from extra budgetary resources.
This is leverage.
We have just been reviewed, and you have told us we are good for business.
And yet, we see trouble ahead.
Trouble, here's why.
The Environment Fund is our core fund.
Irreplaceable.
Our Environment Fund is decreasing. Even if we see growth in our extra budgetary resources, this isn't sustainable.
There is tremendous stress placed on the organization.
Stress.
All the while, we are losing flexibility, agility.
Flexibility to innovate,
To plan, to mobilize,
To think, to act.
To act thoughtfully and deliberately.
To manage,
To respond not just to commitments, but to opportunities.
And emergencies.
look, we're fine, we're delivering.
This is fine in practice, but is it fine in principle?
principle, in Rio +20, you strengthened, you upgraded UN Environment.
We went from 58 member states to all 193.
We became universal.
Universal.
Universal in participation, in action.
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 And in contribution. Isn't that what you meant?
A strengthened UN Environment with secure, stable, adequate and increased financial resources.
Secure and stable budget.
The environment touches all of the goals, and we are mandated by you, our member states, to protect the planet.
All of our planet, not just parts of our planet.
Not just the parts that some donors, great donors, are interested in.
The Environment Fund is our lifeblood.
It is our very DNA.
If you change our environment fund, you change our genetics. Do you really want to do that?
We risk mutation. Instead of being driven by our universal membership, we risk being driven by the donors.
Towards specific, targeted, earmarked activities.
Here's the reality. 90% of our Environment Fund contributions come from 15 donor countries, whom we're very grateful for.
Even with this low participation, our baseline fell by a fifth last year.
Less than half of the 193 member states make any contribution at all.
So where is the universality?
What is our way forward?
No matter how small your contribution, with equitable universal participation, we can build a strong core capital.
The math is very simple. Just every member state delivered upon their voluntary contribution, we will see an increase of $70 million compared to last year.
The Environment Fund would more than double the level it's at right now.
We are all in this together, and we need universal participation.
You are the Environment Fund.
This is your golden stock. It is the time to realize its full potential.
Every member state is a stockholder.
Every member is a beneficiary.
Invest in the Environment Fund.
Invest.
Invest. Thank you.